the month of Ramadan is not a festive month. It's not a month for dancing and singing and making sweets. We have sweet stores in Sydney, we have sweet shops that are traditional. They have sweets that are only made in the month of Ramadan. You know what I ask really? What are you celebrating about, bro? I just want to know, in the month of Ramadan, in the month of Quran and Tahajjud, what are you celebrating about? It's supposed to be the month of fasting. You eat little and you do more. You're supposed to actually starve. The Prophet of Allah used to break his fast on simple foods. But look at our lives. You wait all day for the what? For the iftar. Your wife and your family have been in the kitchen for 5-6 hours, and God forbid the food isn't right. God forbid the flavor isn't right. God forbid it has to be the right temperature. Then we sit down like monsters. Wallahi, like monsters. Sometimes there's 4, 5, 6 different dishes. 6 different dishes on the, on the sufra. And we see here, people of Syria. Wallahi, please, bro, stop lying. You and I couldn't give a rat's ass about the people of Syria. We talk, but your life proves that you and I couldn't care less. People are dying, people are starving. Habibi, who cares? Me, it's about me and my nafs, and my luxury, and my satisfaction. You sit down on a sufra that can feed 15, 20 people there. You say, is that what you made for food today? Anyway, forget that. So you sit down on a sufra, right? You eat enough food, you can't move. You can't move. You come to the salah, you can barely breathe. Brother, can you tell me where do they pray 8 rak'at? Why, brother? Why aren't you doing 20? And then Allahu Akbar, all the ulama and the fuqaha of the ummah now. Brother, it's not sunnah. Habibi, forget sunnah for concept. If I am, imagine I'm looking for concessions in the month of Ramadan. Why? Because the reality is really, you and I don't care about salah. Plus I'm physically nowhere near fit to stand there and pray 20 rak'at, bro. Everyone's looking for the turbo imam. You guys have this issue here? The boys, we text each other, who's the quickest imam? Wait, in and out, bro. I don't sit there in the masjid, bro. Serious, man. In and out, brother. Sometimes, wallahi, I ask myself, imagine those Sahaba who gave their lives for this ummah, gave their lives for Allah. Imagine they were able to see this generation now and see what they gave their lives for. Imagine how bitter that feeling would be. Imagine how bitter that, imagine, just hypothetically speaking, imagine what, you grabbed Hamza radiallahu ta'ala anhu and say, Hamza, look, just come here for a brother, just come here for a moment, brother. I just want to show you the ummah that you gave your life for, huh? Look at its condition. Look at the way they carry on in the month of Ramadan. Imagine how disappointed you would be, man. Imagine how imagine how disturbed you would be. And wallahi, my brothers, what I'm sharing with you, it's not like, sometimes I tell brothers, brother, go hard, don't waste your time, get off your phone, it's about Quran. And sometimes, but yeah, I know, brother, but I get motivated for a couple of days, but for 30 days, Habibi, 30 days, wallahi, 30 days, they fly, bro, they fly. But because we have no program, we have no schedule, we have no God-fearing people around us that we can hang out, get some advice from them. What should I do? How should I spend my day? You don't have any plan, within the first 10 days, what do I want to achieve? In the next, 50, Habibi, it's just whatever, bro. Kullu meshi. That's why the month of Ramadan comes, the first few days, people are praying outside, and then it's what? Gone. No one to be seen. It's like Allah doesn't exist anymore. It's like that the Quran all of a sudden has vanished off the shelves, right? Everyone is gone. Where are we now? Now we're in shisha bars, we're hanging out, we're going for drugs. Yeah, halal, brother. Enjoy. I'm not saying it's haram. I don't want anyone leaving saying, hey, Hoblos said this is haram. No. Enjoy, inshallah. Have fun with it, bro. Right? Oh, the whole month. The month where the doors of Jannah are open, the gates of hellfire are closed, Allah's mercy is there every single night. Did you know this? Every single night in the month of Ramadan, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala looks down upon this ummah and He handpicks He handpicks a group of people and says, you, hellfire has been made haram on you permanently. And where are you and I? Every night in the month of Ramadan, my chance and my opportunity. Imagine, Allah handpicks. Allah handpicks every night in the month of Ramadan. He chooses those people whom He says, you, hellfire has been made haram permanently. Where are you and I? Where? We're having fun, man. I'm going to this restaurant and that restaurant and this bar and that bar and this cafe and that cafe. But the month of Ramadan is this big, it's like this big party. You come to the Muslim streets in the month of Ramadan. And yeah. While it looks very nice on the outside, it looks like, oh yeah, look, everyone is... You have no idea how much. You know, you see, Shaitan has worked so hard. In the month of Ramadan, he actually needs the vacation anyway. Shaitan can be chained up in the month of Ramadan, and trust me, Habibi, he's like this. He's kicking back, having a cup of coffee, he's looking at us and he's laughing. You know why? You know, it's like a fan. You know, sometimes you spin a fan so much that you can let it go and it's going to spin for a long time after you. Habibi, Shaitan has been spinning you and I so much for the last 11 months. Shaitan's been playing with you and I. Trust me, he can leave you, forget Ramadan, he can leave you for another 6 months and he wouldn't even have to lose a moment of sleep over it. Why? We're in cruise control, Habibi. But when it comes to dunya, we all understand. Sometimes I speak like this, brothers tell me, but that's a bit harsh. What do you mean? I can't make phone calls like that. No, I say, brother, forget me. If the local bank here, your local bank, if your local bank called you and said, you are Mr. Muhammad Khan, or whatever your name is, brother, subhanAllah, we've chosen you from our database. Today the bank is feeling generous, you know. We've chosen you from our database. We want you to come into the bank today. We're going to take you downstairs to our vault. We're going to open up the vault and we're going to give you 2 hours, Mr. Khan. We're going to give you 2 hours, Mr. Khan. Come into the vault, 2 hours. Do as you please. Take what you want, when you want, as much as you want. Some of you are already smiling. 2 hours. 2 hours, Kazan, you need half an hour, man. Why? Because you understand money, bro. If the bank gave me 2 hours and they said I can take what I want, Habibi, I'm going to call every member of my family and tell them to come down with lorries and trucks and whatever you call them in this country, bro. I ask you by Allah, if you were in that bank vault for 2 hours, would you have time to answer your phone? Maybe I'm nuts. Help me out, honestly. Would you have time to answer the phone? So why being extreme for, man? Just a phone call, bro. Answer the phone. If the bank gave you 2 hours, 2 hours, bro, far out. 2 hours, plenty of time. I mean, it's a vault. It's not a football field, it's a vault. 2 hours. I'm telling you, if your mum called you, would you answer the phone? Would you have time to jump online and see what's happening? Would you take a nap? Would you sit down to have a meal? But I don't understand. For money you give up all, but for Allah you won't do it. For money, you got no time for no one, no time for your kids. I mean, I'm sure here we all agree. In those 2 hours, I don't want to see my wife, my kids, nothing, right? We all agree. That for this we understand. In the month of Ramadan, forget the vaults. Allah says the gates of paradise are open. And the gates of Jahannam are closed. Ask me whatever you want. Where's the Ummah? Where are we? And that was a lovely iftar last night, brother. That was a lovely iftar. Is iftar halal or haram? Halal. Halal, halal. I don't want anyone leaving saying Hoblos was saying in the masjid that, you know, iftars are haram. No, it's perfectly halal. But you know as well as I do, most of our iftars, where are you praying your maghrib? When you're invited to someone's house and you're having your iftar, where are you praying your maghrib? Be honest with me, where? At home. You know, for the last few years I've been telling brothers, brother, you know, in the month of Ramadan you should be praying your maghrib in the masjid. They look at me like I'm smoking some sort of weed that's exclusive in Australia or something. Brother, you want me to pray maghrib in the masjid? Yes, my brother. In the month of Ramadan, you should be praying your maghrib in the masjid. In the month of Ramadan, when the whole world is sitting at the home and sitting in their restaurants and sitting, yes,